Okay, well, all right, no problem. Take care. How you doing? I'm Rob Martinez, chairman of Jackie Gleason Depot. You're right on time. True Transit Misfits starts right now.
What is that music?
I got the freaking ice cream guy
Oh,
behind me on the street.
I was like, what is that music?
Like, come on
Yeah.
now. And I
Soon as we
opened
go
the
live.
window to get some
Yeah.
air in here. And now we're gonna get a strike for that music.
For the music, right?
What up, everybody? Welcome to the show, Two Trans and Misfits.
What's good, peoples?
Misfits, what's going on, Blunt?
Oh man, busy.
Busy? How
Yeah,
you
busy.
doing? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Had a rough morning, but had to sleep it out. But I'm good. I'm good.
Rough morning? Like what? You had to get
Yeah.
up?
Well, yeah, I got to get up, but it's like, nah. I think I drank too much fluid over the weekend, so that kind of has an effect on my body that I don't like.
A little too much apple juice, huh?
I had
Too much apple
some.
juice?
I had a little bit of apple juice.
A little apple
And
juice? All right. Well, speaking of celebration, let's say happy
Oh yeah, happy
St. Patrick's
Patrick.
Day to everybody
Yes.
that celebrates. Happy St. Patrick's today. Like
Yeah.
everybody's Irish today, huh?
Everybody's Irish today.
Everybody Irish today. What
Shout
is
out
it?
to Ernest.
What is
First
it?
one jumping
What is it
in.
that food with the corned beef and
Corned
what?
beef. Mm.
It's corned beef and not lettuce. The other thing. I never had it. So.
Cabbage.
Cabbage, corned beef and cabbage. That's like a staple
Uh-huh.
Irish food for St. Patrick's Day.
Corned beef and cabbage. Mm.
Never been able to eat it.
Yeah, I can't mess with cabbage.
Yeah, I don't
Corned
know.
beef is my shit, but I can't mess with cabbage.
Well, what is it you don't like about the cabbage?
I don't like cabbage. It stinks.
Yeah, well, yeah, it does when you're cooking it, especially when
Yeah,
you're
it
boiling it to
stinks.
make. Because I remember my neighbor used to make it, and I just didn't like the smell of the cabbage.
It's
I eat the
horrible.
corned beef,
I love the corned beef.
but oh
Cabbage
God,
can't
this
do it.
ice cream. Why is he always parks right in front of my house because there's kids next door?
Tell the park next door.
Oh, he was not even here yet. He just pulled up to the front of my house. He's right there in front of my house. Who wants ice cream? Who wants ice cream?
Right. Hey, Ernest, what you want? Vanilla?
Yeah, taking
vanilla
orders.
Sprinkles?
Yeah, when I first moved in here, we went to he came through, and I went there like with $5. I got the kids to buy ice cream. Yo, like one cone was like 4 and change. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
See, I haven't bought ice cream in a long time, so I was with the
Makes
kids.
you
He's
feel
like,
old. Right?
yeah, he was like, don't worry, boss man. Catch me tomorrow. I was like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So the next day he came by. I was like, yo, here you go. Thank you so much. I said, I'm sorry. I haven't bought ice cream from an ice cream truck in ages.
Mm-hmm.
So he was cool.
Back in the days when I used to buy ice cream, it used to cost
Yo, it was like $1.50, $1.25 for me.
Yeah, not anymore.
Good humor, but ice cream bar.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but before we start, I want a shout out to not a shout out, man. Wrong choice of words. We just had a loss. The transit community had a loss. What's up, John? Where is that picture at? Out of Stengel. I asked permission to this the brother-in-law out of Stengel. What is it called? The Casey Stengel Depot. Or is it?
I just had it up.
I have a problem with the mouse. So Milton Roman. He just retired in January, bro. After 27 years, he did 27 years of transit. Retired in January, and he passed away March night. Just I think it was yesterday or this morning.
Since 19.
Well, but that's when they're gonna have the.
Unless they're having a
Remember,
funeral.
today's the 17th, bro.
Yeah, the funeral.
But the 19th they're gonna have the viewing, and so our condolences to the family, friends, co-worker of Milton Roman. I haven't asked like what happened to him, but it sucks, man. That we put this is like a wake up call, you know. But again, before I take the picture down, again, our condolences to the family, friends, and co-workers of Milton Roman. We're over here, um, we're over here working hard, you know, with hoping that we're going to retire and we're going to get a good few years. I'm hoping to get at least 20 years when I retire, and to enjoy my retirement. And he was probably thinking the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Put 27 years. All right, put 27. Probably was very happy. Family all happy.
Well, they say, when they tell you when they hire you, you expect to see your life expectancy after you retire is really short.
Yeah, but we don't know the whole story, but folks, take this as a warning, as a as what do you call it? A message. We all know that tomorrow's never promised,
Nope.
but let's do our due diligence to take care of each other's health. A lot of us, especially the men, are tough to go and get checked up by the doctors yearly and what have you. At 50, you're supposed to get certain things done.
Mm-hmm.
And oh man, we had another one in his sleep. Wow, it's terrible. Condolences. And look at this. And he didn't even really get to enjoy his retirement.
No, not at all.
So
He probably was making plans and stuff. You got to understand when you got to have plans for your retirement, because going straight from working to doing absolutely nothing really has a toll on your body. You usually don't make it when it's like that. So you got to have some kind of plans, some kind of things to keep you busy for
for
when you
sure.
retire. You know, they don't expect you to live too much longer after you retire anyway. Oh, I just see a big ass deer in front of my window.
A deer?
Yeah,
Dude, aren't you like on the sixth floor?
yeah,
Yo, I go take a
behind me,
picture of that, bro. You got a
behind
deer.
behind me is like a hill, and they
Christmas ain't here yet, bro. That's a reindeer. Go take a picture of that.
he's just chilling.
Taking flight lessons.
Yeah.
That's cool. Is it a big one? Is it
Yeah.
like a buck?
Yeah, no, it's big. I can't tell what antler.
That's really cool. You get them up there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a deer in this area for a while. I thought they were killing them off for some reason.
Yep, we definitely are. G. Borrowed time.
For sure. And it's just scary. It's scary. By the way, I just hit my 24. So I got God willing, I got one more to go. I got one more to go, folks. And hopefully I'll be able to retire.
I'm drinking coffee. Coffee.
Who we got? What up, Pete? Oh, NJT. Oh, what up, John Romero? Thank you. Thank you for joining. Ernest, that's someone you know? Ernest Rippin, thanks for joining. Danav. GD. Is it GD or GDY? I mean, I know you had an issue with that too. But anyway, we're going to talk about. Did I have anything else besides St. Patrick's? The co-worker. I'm like all over because I was just writing all these ideas as the day went by.
Shout out to Rob for doing the intro for us. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Oh, where's my bell? Ding, ding.
Speaking of Rob just put out the Shopgate Gleason Depot. Listen
All right,
up.
for your Gleason guys.
Shopgate is up on his channel. Go watch it. Make sure you're up to date on all the information. How'd you get back to it? Oh, there we go. How to use it. Wait, how do you get this off the screen?
Well, in the picture. Where's the picture? Click on it.
No,
And then There we go.
Forgot how to use this shit. So yeah, if you, I will post the link to his channel in the chat. So if you're not a part of his channel, go to the channel because he does his shop gates and he posts it up there. So you guys don't have no excuses on not being able to catch the shop gate.
Oh, and now that you mentioned that, I didn't put the picture up. I don't know if you have it, folks. For those of you that watch us on YouTube, because I think starting in July, I forgot the date. Sometime in July, Facebook is going to start
Oh
um,
yeah.
deleting the
Mm-hmm.
lives, all the live videos, folks, all the
Yeah, I
live
don't have the
videos.
picture.
Anything that's 30 days or older, it's gonna be deleted from YouTube. That's their new, what do you call it? You have it?
No, I don't have that
No.
picture.
Let me see if I have it. If I still have it.
Yeah, I just
I know I had saved it when I send it to you. And maybe I could read the information if I see it. Uh, a moment, folks. Just gotta keep talking not to have any any quiet.
do me a favor, guys, who in the chat. I don't know. This doesn't look like that link gonna work.
What's that?
The link for the YouTube channel. I don't think that's gonna work.
For ours?
Oh, I think no for Rob's. That first one's not gonna work.
Mm-mm.
Look, don't look like it. Let's see if the second one goes in. What? Hmm? Oh yeah, that one's all right. Second, all right. The second, forget the first link. It's not gonna work. The second link to Rob's channel is up there, so you go catch his shop gates. He's up to 3 shop gates now. So if you miss any of them, you can go back and watch them. That's the beauty of YouTube. And make sure you watch the shop gates. Stay informed. I'm talking. No, this is Gleason operators. Okay. Everybody else, just don't pay that no mind.
Right, right. Okay, so I have it here. I'll just read it. So it tells everybody on Facebook to download or transfer your live videos to keep them. Starting July 8th, Facebook live videos older than 30 days will be deleted. If you want to keep your live videos, you can do one of the following. You could download them all at once to your device or transfer them. So with us, they are on YouTube. They're on our YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, not all of them, because remember we started YouTube
yeah,
a
we
little bit
started on
after,
Facebook.
so we're
So
gonna
all
lose.
our first videos are
Mm,
going to be gone.
we're gonna have to try to download them if we can.
How we going to That's a lot of freaking
That's a lot.
video, man.
It's a lot of. We got to go way back. What? How many years now?
And
Mm,
7.
yeah, I ain't going.
And not just that, because it was Next Bus Please, next MVP Live.
Mm-hmm.
And that started when we had the page
What up, Lloyd?
for the shirts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
MVP gear.
Yep.
For some reason, we were going live there rather than use our pages, and we were doing all our stuff starting there, and then we switched. Then I was putting it on my page, on my profile for some reason. Like, you never said
Mm,
nothing. I'm like,
I know where you putting it.
I don't know. And then we just did the page. So basically, all our shows are gonna be disappearing from Facebook, man. The only
Yep.
ones that are gonna be there are the ones that we so far have on YouTube.
Only the recent ones are gonna stay, and then if you want to watch any of the older episodes, you're gonna have to subscribe to the channel to see them.
Or go check out our old page, MVP Gear,
Nobody
and
knows.
that's where we have like the originals, the first one, the second,
Yeah,
third.
but that's gonna if they doing it on our page, they're gonna be doing it
Oh
on
yeah,
that
yeah,
page
that's
too.
right. It's gonna be gone. But I'm saying if they want to at least, yeah, it's all gonna be gone.
Mhm.
We're just gonna be so everything 30 days or older is gonna be gone from YouTube, from Facebook. So what do you do? Move on to YouTube, guys.
Mhm.
And to like or comment, you have to have a channel. So all you do is just add an email. It's gonna say create channel. You're gonna
That's it.
put an email. That's it. You don't got to put videos or nothing. It's just that way you could comment and you could like and you can share uh, everything from YouTube. So please,
I
and
think
if you're
everybody
watching this, please share.
I think everybody has an email by now.
Yeah, so use that same email. So
Yeah.
please share this if you're watching. You guys have helped us so much. Thank you for everyone that shared the last one. I think we went over 2,000, I believe. in views. So thank you. That's because you share. If you share, more people will see us. More people will get acquainted with our channel, and it'll bring us more viewers and more subscribers. We actually had, I believe, three new subscribers to our YouTube channel. So thank you for that. So what we wanted to talk about was that bus operators are set up for failure from day one. There's this thing that bus operators always talk about: when we get our job, Transit's already looking to fire us, right?
Right. Hmm.
So is that true or is it not? And by the way, because I was talking to some other people about this doesn't just affect transit workers. So if you don't work for transit and you're watching this, you could comment with what issues you have at work with your coworkers. The issue that we're seeing a lot is we having operators just doing whatever they feel like doing. And that's kind of creating like a domino effect, because they're like saying, okay, we're getting in trouble. Transit wants to get us in trouble. I said, no, we're doing it to ourselves. We get trained. Rob Blunt remembers the training that we all go through.
Hmm.
They were very specific on how to do our job, the way to operate our buses,
Hmm.
the way to treat our customers. And that's another thing. I feel like we have to treat our customers better. We really have to use our skills to give the best um, public, what do you call it,
Customer service.
customer service. Because within us and at the depots or whatever, we talk about, oh, this customer this customer that, I can't take this, blah 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 blah. You know, everybody does that at their jobs. They all complain about something that they got to
Hmm.
deal when we got to deal with the public.
But dealing with the public isn't easy. It's a
It's not
hard job.
easy. And
Hmm.
this job, when you sign up, you need to have patience, and you got to be able to deal with customers.
Hmm.
And we've really got to work on our customer service. You know, you see somebody just running for the bus right there, don't leave them behind. It's like right there, and I see it all the time. um
If
don't
you
fight.
haven't serviced the bus stop, you know,
Right.
or if you're in the bus stop and you see them running, don't leave them behind.
Yeah, well,
That's
if
just,
you
it
was
should
about
be
to leave
common
your
sense.
shorty, you gonna leave her?
It
You,
should be common sense, you know.
yeah,
But some people just be in their feelings, and
yeah,
just think about it. If that was your mom's or your wife or your daughter, and she's about to miss the bus, you will wait for her, right? So just wait for them. It takes you whatever time it takes for them to get on the bus, and you keep it moving.
yeah.
You
It's
know?
just I feel that if we give better customer service, customers will be more on our side when
They
you know
will be. They will be. And proof of that is on the 35. You know, if you treat them right on 35, they look out for you because
oh yeah, they'll be
it's
fighting with people for you on the 35,
yeah,
like leave them
yeah.
alone. Yeah.
They was ready to throw a blind man out the window for me.
A
Yeah,
blind man.
true story. True
Wow.
story. They was ready to throw a blind man out the window, and I
Wow.
told them this is when we first started with the limited,
Mm.
and I think I pulled up to I forgot which was that main street heading towards the depot, but like the first main street where you come off.
So is it
I,
Linden?
no, it's
uh
after. It's we on Church and
Utica?
I think it's Utica. Utica.
Nostrand?
Stop at Utica and Church, right?
Church?
And I pick up the guy wants to get off at like 77th Street or whatever. And I'm like, hey, yo, listen, you can't see this is a limited bus. I'm not going to stop there. I will stop a block away, but I don't stop at that particular block because this is limited. This is a new service going on. He's all, but I need to get off at 77. I said, just wait for the local. He's right behind me. Nah, but I need to get on the bus. I said, yeah, but I don't stop at 77. We were going back and forth. And he said, nah, get. I said, okay, you can walk one block. He got on.
And this was a
I
blind man.
This is a blind man. He got
Mm.
on. He stands towards the back door, and I announced the next stop. Next stop, I think it was Troy, and there's a stop right before Troy, and I'm like, next stop is Troy Avenue, blah blah blah. She started traveling. And he hits the bell. Bing! I need to get off at 77. And I'm like, I look in the mirror, and I'm like, he's like, yo, I need to get off at 77. And yo, them people lit his ass up. You fucking deaf and blind? They told you
Oh.
1,000 times. He don't stop. Yo, driver, you want me to throw his ass off the fucking out the window for you? I'm like, nah, just relax. Relax.
Okay.
Yo, they was getting on him hard. I was like, I feel bad for him, man. But yeah, if you treat them with respect, they're gonna respect you. You're gonna, of course, you're gonna get your assholes that
Yeah,
know
that
how
don't
to.
matter how nice you are, they just
Yeah,
come ready.
yeah. So you just just make it a highlight of your day and laugh about it in your head and keep it moving. But the advice I always give people all the time, and I've said it a couple of times going back from when we even started the show was you got to let your uniform absorb that negativeness because yeah, make it your shield. When people come at you with that negative, they're not reflecting it to you; they're reflecting it to the company because you sit there, you represent the company. So just don't take it personal. Let your little patch or whatever absorb that up, and keep it moving. Apologize if they upset. Keep your voice low and apologize. I know it's easier said than done, but it can be done. And when you do it, trust me, you'll feel better. And a lot of the times when those people are wrong, when they're in the wrong, they may not do it that day, but they may see you again and be like, "Hey, listen, I have to apologize. The last time I was here, I gave you a bunch of shit that you didn't deserve." You never
Hmm.
know. I mean, I've had that happen to me a couple of times. I had a guy. I was on the nine. I was the last run on the nine, and I pull up the Bay Parkway, right? And the bus stop is on the far side with a girl, the all girls school is Kearney, Bishop Kearney,
Okay.
right? So I'm at the light. I see the guy run. I see him run. I'm the last bus on the nine. There's nobody out there. I see him. He's like in full sprint mode. So I pull up to the bus stop and I just pull up, open the doors, and I wait because there's nobody else here. So I'm just waiting. And I'm him. Hold the bus! Hold the bus! And he's running and running and running. He gets to the front of to right where the doors are. And he just stands there and goes, hold the bus! I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm not even moving or nothing. Like, what the hell? And he gets on, tips his car in, and he goes in the back. He's like, so I'm just like, what the hell? He must be having a bad day. I'm driving. About 10 minutes later, he walks up. He goes, operator, I apologize.
Call himself.
Yeah, he's like, I really thought you was gonna leave me. I didn't even realize that you were waiting for me, and I just had the roughest day. I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. Have a seat.
He's probably used to that. People
Yeah,
always leave him behind.
yeah, he was. It was comical. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? He's like, oh, that whatever, man.
And see what you were just saying that sometimes we don't know what these people are going through,
You never know.
and we give them attitude like, don't. This is something I saw out there just this past week. An operator, I saw the operator turn as I was going the other way. Operator turned, bunch of people outside, and that operator was like giving them hell about
Mm.
paying. And I'm like, why are you doing that to yourself?
Yeah, you just
Don't
putting
do
more
that to
aggravation
yourself.
to you.
We
Mm-hmm.
already know we're taking classes and everything. Listen, we got the, you know what button we got to push?
Mm-hmm.
Just do that and move on. You're stressing yourself. And again, we never know what those people are going through. Sometimes they just walk in and not paying, and you want to call them back. It's harder. It's not as easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy to do when you feel like you're being disrespected, or and
That's
you look
where
at
your
that.
professionalism kicks
Yeah.
in.
So you
You
have
have
to
to.
do that.
You have to. Yeah.
Again, like I said, you and yes, okay, sometimes we are also going through some shit, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But we have to learn to keep it out of the job because like Blunt just said, we're professionals. So if you're having such a bad it's something bothering you so much, then take the day off.
Mm-hmm.
Call out sick. Take the day off, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put yourself through that stress. If you're stressed out, if something happened at home, it could be anything that stressed you out and you're pissed off, and you're gonna be on that bus and you're gonna be blowing up at anybody who just says whatever stupidity to you.
It's not worth your job,
It's
man.
not worth it. Stay home. Don't bother. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
and like we
You have
brought
to.
up last on the last show, the mental health is very important, right?
Mm-hmm.
Transit has people that you could talk to.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote down the number here. It's the UAP, the Union
Mm-hmm.
Assistance Program. Okay, it is not mandatory, and they're not gonna, what do you call it? It's anonymous,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're not gonna give your information to anybody. You're feeling some type of way, you need to talk to somebody. Blunt could tell you about what is it, psychiatrist or
Psychiatrist. Yeah.
psychologist. But
Mm-hmm.
if you don't want to go that route, the union has people that you could talk to,
Mm-hmm.
whether you're having issues at work or something bothering you at home. These are professionals. Union Assistance Program, 212-736-3579. Take that number. As a matter of fact, that phone, if anybody that has the little calendar that they give us, transit, it's there. The number is there in the booklet. So you could go there and call them. Any problems you have. Just don't bring it to work. Okay. And if something's happening at work, don't bring it home. Don't bring it home because that's just gonna cause problems at home.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it's easier said than done, but we are professionals. We're trained a certain way. Let's try to keep going with the good service to our customers, the customer service, give them the best customer service that you can, and just leave the negativity out. And you'll see that you're gonna feel much better at the end of the day. You
One of
will.
the one of the good practices that I used to do, and this is a personal thing, but you can adapt it if you like, is that when you get home, the first thing you do is take a shower.
Slap your wife.
Jesus Christ.
Honey,
Wish
you're
you had.
home.
It's your fault.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. If wifey's watching and listening, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah. When Pete don't make it next week, y'all know why.
Yeah, if you see a chancleta flying on the screen right now,
But
go
yeah,
ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, no, you just you take a shower, you wash the whole day off of you, you feel better, you feel refreshed, and you take all that negativity away from you. You
That's
know, so
exactly the first thing I do when I get home.
yeah, take a
First thing I
shower,
do. Are you gonna eat?
wash it,
And I was like, take a shower.
take a shower, take all
Not
that
just
stuff
that,
off.
you got the stuff from the vents coming on you, whatever, on your face, and
Yeah, bring
but
all that
again, if
nastiness home.
you had that one customer that cursed you out for no reason and it's in you, yeah, go take a shower, cool
Hmm.
off, or maybe go to a gym. If you go to a gym, go to the gym. Take it on the punch bag.
Definitely, the gym is always one of the best things you could do.
Yeah.
It's such a stress reliever. You feel so much better when you come out the gym. Hmm.
So again, Union Assistance Program. If you need to speak to someone, 212-736-3579. Take the number down in case that you see a coworker that seems to be having a problem. Because we've been here for years, but sometimes they give us the numbers and everything, and we forget.
Hmm.
Give them the number. Call up. You got nothing to lose and everything to gain by
Hmm.
calling your issues. So that's the
Yeah,
number
you
for
might get an apple. You're so good.
that. An Apple.
They still do that? They still give out apples?
I don't know. I haven't gotten one in over 20 years. Um,
Speaking of that, doing your job, trying to make sure that everything's correct and copacetic. Like you said, they train us to do these things, but yet we still having issues with this, and that is cell phones. Why
uh,
are we still having an issue with cell phones?
that's crazy.
They're making it they're trying to make it a terminal offense, right? Meaning that you get caught once and you're done.
That's crazy.
It's like, don't they tell you, and move that off the screen, don't they tell you that um when you have your cell phone to put it in your bag? They don't even want you to keep it on your person. They want you to put it in the bag,
Out of sight.
out of sight. There's people getting caught with the cell phones on their hip. Are you kidding me? There's people getting
Like
caught
who
on the
does
cell
that?
phone.
Who
Like,
has those carriers on their belt? Who does that, man?
right. It's like, what are you doing?
That's as old as the little hearing thing,
Yeah,
that
the
looks
little,
like a
yeah,
little Bluetooth thing
yeah,
in your ear.
exactly. You cannot, in transit, you cannot, I don't know about other transits outside of New York. In transit, you cannot drive with your cell phone on you. I get that, we all
They
have
actually want you to
lives.
have it off because they don't even want it to buzz and get your attention while
Get
you're
your
out there.
attention. Yeah. I get that we all have wives and lives and stuff that people are important to us. So, the best thing you can do, this is what I used to practice, is once I got to the end of the line, after I did my inspection of the bus, I grab my cell phone, get off the bus, cut it on, start walking towards the back, check my messages. If I have to call anybody, that's when I'm doing it. And then when I get back to the bus, I turn it off and put it in my bag behind my seat. And I just let everybody know, listen, when I'm on the bus, I cannot answer the phone. You got to call the depot if you want to You want to talk to me? And you give them the depot number. Anybody who's important to you, you give them the depot number, and they will call the depot, and the depot will find you on the bus. That's the best way to do it. You know.
Oh, I see a text that a comment that John Romero posted before when I was saying call out sick.
Yeah.
He's like, don't take too many days because TA is putting people on sick control.
Yeah, but you know that's if you see a pattern happen, don't do it.
Listen,
Don't do it
put
too
me
much.
on sick control. Phone
ATU,
addiction is real.
ATU.
ATU. Yeah,
It
it's
is. It's the next
what up,
drug.
Reyes? What up, ATU?
It's the next drug. Man. Yeah.
So you don't want to get caught with that. You don't, and the whole thing we were talking about having problems with our bus operators. We're told we can't write G2s on each other. We can't go rat on each other. So these things get you to the point that not too long ago,
Yeah, it
I
builds
heard
up.
that a couple of operators went at it. Actually, went at it. I don't know what depot it was, but
Well, let me
because
ask you
okay,
this. Let me ask you this.
you go. Let's say in my depot, I'll go to Rob Martinez to tell him something's going on. Oh, he's gonna go talk to the guy, and the guy still gonna do whatever the fuck he wants. So what are we left to do? What are we left to do when this guy is not doing the job, is making you work harder than you should, and it's just not right? What are we supposed to do?
Mm. I was going to ask you if you see somebody doing something that's illegal or dangerous, what do you do? Do you talk to them? Do you write a G2? Do you go to the
Oh,
depot
if it's
chair?
something dangerous, I go talk to the person. Talk to the
Mm.
person because
Then you
they might be in a different space, but they don't even realize it.
then you run into an asshole and be like, man, mind your fucking business. Man.
All right.
You ready to fight with me? You know, like, do you put yourself in that position, or do you write a G2? Is there ever an opportunity for you to write a G2 on another operator?
But we're told not to. It's seen as a as a rat, as a snitch when you
Right.
write a G2 on another operator.
That's why I'm trying to establish at what point do you get to the point where you feel you need to write a G2? Like, is it something dangerous, or if it's just that they keep running on you? You know, it's like, you know, somebody runs on you. Let me tell you something.
Yeah,
Somebody
that
runs on
John, that's okay. You write on dispatchers, that's totally different. That's totally different. A dispatcher is treating you the wrong way. Write a G2. Write a
you.
freaking G2. But I don't know, man. It's like, what do you do? You're gonna meet him outside after work? Like, what do you do?
I would say that whoever told you, I mean, I would never write a G2 on somebody, but unless it was something really dangerous or something, but I would
I know
definitely bring
somebody
it.
that told me, "Fuck that. They've been doing this shit for too long. I don't care. I'm writing a G2."
Yeah,
Someone told me that.
something. Yeah, I mean, if it's something dangerous or something that's really, really out of control, you gotta take it to you gotta put it in your hands and do what you need to do. But
Yeah,
you
AV. That's yeah. Write a G2 and give it to your chair. But again,
know, you know what? You might be right, Dan.
that reminds you of a story from a couple of years back, right?
Yeah, you might be right, Jay. G2 wants to get promoted. I wanted to be promoted. I would have wrote your ass up a
Well,
thousand
we see
times.
what Dan now feels about that. Tell us
Every
how you
time Dan
really
got on,
feel, Dan.
every time Dan got on the bus, I would have had a G2 ready. That's the motherfucker. You called it to work today.
Hi, Dan. So, how do you handle something like that?
Oh
Do
God,
you
we don't have
just
enough time for that.
do you wait until the next pick and just pick out, and hopefully you won't get another a hole when you pick out to another route? Like there has to be something to be able to
Yeah.
deal with this.
Mhm. Operator probably should be handled by the union. Yeah,
It
bring it
should
to the
be.
union. Bring it
It
to the
should
union.
be. But there's times that the union will talk. The chairman will talk to that operator, and that operator will get a certain feel for you now, because now he knows who it was, or they'll continue. They're like, "Fuck you! I'm gonna continue doing it. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna
Yeah,
do?"
I don't know. I can't tell you guys what to do. The best approach for me would be like, yo, I'll talk to the operator. Be like, this is not. I'm not trying to tell you what to do because some people feel like when you trying to help them with something that they're doing wrong, that all of a sudden now you think you're a supervisor or you're a
Mm.
manager. And it's like, no, I'm just trying to trying to look out for you at this point. and I let him know, this is not happening, right? This is not what you're supposed to be doing, blah blah. If management catch you, they're gonna write you up or whatever. And if he still persists, then you got no choice. You got to go to the union and say, listen, I already talked to this guy, and he's still doing what he's supposed to be, not doing what he's supposed to be doing. Can you look into it and get him to stop? And then if that don't work, then you got to go above him, and then you got to go to the management and be like, listen, it's going to be a situation there. Or you
Push
can
it to
invite him.
another depot. Oh
What?
man, it won't be me. I'm not gonna want to go to another depot. So I'm the one that's giving the problem to another depot. But that's the thing. They probably would send you, the one that freaking opened the mouth, tell you to go to another depot.
Well, you don't want it wasn't bothering nobody but you. But if, like you said, if it's not what you're supposed to be doing, it should be bothering everybody because you're making everybody look bad.
Yeah, and that creates a domino effect because now you'll be
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, you're gonna be doing this shit. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
watch what I'm gonna do. Now you're fucking up your follower just to
Mm-hmm.
try to piss this guy off. Like
Mm-hmm.
if he leaves late, where you got to do all this work because he just feel like sitting on the bus doing nothing, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna leave 6 minutes early now so that he wants to get in something. Now
Mm-hmm.
your followers coming up behind, picking this whole load of people because you left early now. So
You got
again,
a
there goes that
triple
domino
headway.
effect.
Yeah, you got a triple headway. Now everybody's getting on cursing at him. I've been standing here for 50 minutes. They're like, oh gosh, it's crazy.
And that's when you get your union assistance and go call 212-736-3579. Say, yo, I'm going to take somebody out if you don't talk to me.
For real, right? I
Yeah.
know there was something you wanted to bring up about retirees or something like that.
Yes.
Women, yeah, I
With
do.
everything going on and these changes and everything, you've been, you actually went on to Florida,
Yeah, went
right?
to Florida.
There was something
Mm.
we spoke about it, didn't we?
Yeah,
A little
last
bit.
week. Yeah, went
But
to Florida.
what's going on now? Oh, by the way, shout out to Pisatola, to
Marianne.
Aaron Pisatola. Miss Wonder Woman. I
Mm-hmm.
heard she was having some issue where she was at with the weather, and she was talking about they had to be in the basement or something. So there was like a dangerous situation. So Miss Marianne, I gotta hit her up, make sure she's okay. If you're okay, hit us up. Let us know everything's good.
She tries
Yeah,
to catch us when she can, but she's a very busy woman.
yeah.
But
But
yeah,
tell us, isn't there something coming up for the?
yeah, it's actually so. Just to remind a lot of people here, we have another meet and greet coming up here in Brooklyn. Take a screenshot.
Brooklyn.
Yeah. I want to personally because I want Kemp to come. So I'm inviting you, Kemp, Alexander Kemp, Roberto Martinez. I would like for you guys to show up. You don't. I know. I'm asking you guys to go into the Lions Den, but don't worry. It'd be just to listen to what's happening, take notes, so that you can report it back to the powers that be.
I mean,
So
if you think about it, it's really not the Lions then because it doesn't. It's not like they are causing this,
no, but I
but
say
they
that
could get information.
because a lot of people are angry with Kemp. People are angry with Kemp anyway, but
Uh,
a lot of people are angry with Kemp because he was on the board when they voted for this. And it's like, yeah, but a lot of people said that the board didn't really get a chance to read the full contract. So even though he voted for I'm not making excuses for him. He voted for it, and that's what it is. But this is a way for him to try to correct it, right? And
redeem,
redeem
redeem
himself.
yourself.
Come again. I showed it one more time so people could take a screenshot. Come on now. I'm definitely. I'm calling Rob and Kemp out because I know them. So I would like them to just come, even if it's just for the strength of me, just to listen to what's going on, so they can understand personally exactly what's happening and why we need to get the changes we need. Um, I actually, I actually message John
What
Patafio,
up, Mario?
JP. I messaged JP. I sent him the flyer. Um, I don't know if he's going to show or not. I don't even know if Rob or Kemp's going to show. I'm just putting it out there that
Hmm.
I'm inviting them. I would
Open
like,
invite.
yeah, I'd like them to come sit down and just listen to what's going on, and even active members. If you're off that day, uh, let me put that
The
back up.
19th.
Yeah. If you're off this day,
Oh, the 19th is actually the lobby day.
no, this is on a Saturday. This is not.
There's not the 19th. Oh, I'm confused. I'm sorry. I saw something else 19th before.
This is the 29th. So there's plenty of
Uh,
time if you know, it's on a Saturday. It's from 12 to 2. It is downtown Brooklyn, very easily accessible. Um, Active members should be here. You should be here. If you're off, I should see you. I'm going to be there, so I should see you there. Walk up to me and say, "Hey, I watched it on the show. That's why I'm here." Great, because this is it's actually starting to happen to you guys now. You may not even notice what the little subtle changes that's going on, but you're going to want to hear what's happening to the retirees. And it's not a good look for anybody. You know, at this point in time, retirees should be chilling, living their best life, but now they in a fight. And that sucks because it
Say it
seems
again.
like everybody left them out to dry.
So it's March 29th, 12 to 2 at 75 Henry Street in Brooklyn.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Okay.
listen, everybody, if you're free that day, please come through. I would love for it to be a packed room. I mean, we get a good sized crowd, but I would love to be like standing room only. That way, a lot more people could really understand what's happening, and it's not just transit. You know, Marianne is dealing with a big issue on her own. She got firefighters and transit police, but the thing about them is they stick together. You know, transit people don't stick together like that. And that's a shame because, when they have their funerals, like we talked about this before, they have their funerals, everybody's lined up block for blocks. Like the whole damn precincts are, all the precincts are out there. But we can't even get people to go
With
to court.
transit, if they don't know you, nobody shows up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, which is
That
sad.
and that's Dan, that's the good point. Like, Dan says retirees should not be in negotiation unless it's adding. That's the whole thing. They claim that Aetna is supposed to be at least in the same range or better. They were saying it's better, but it's not. And we're having people who are having a lot of issues, but yet they're telling the judge, and they're saying because we have them in court. They're telling the judge that they're not receiving any complaints, nobody's having any problems, and that's total bullshit because we have video testimonies of people who are having problems. So anybody out there, I'm gonna put it out there. Anybody out there, if you're having any issues with your, especially you're retired, if you're having any issues, we need affidavits. Affidavits are the blood of our fight against them because they're claiming there's no complaints. But
Well,
if
it's
you
it's
have,
weird that my wife has a doctor that she goes to, and when we made, she's been going there a few times. We made an appointment for her to go, and the doctor's no longer in network with Aetna.
yeah, and
You
that's
know,
what issue
that
everybody's
that
having.
was one. And I had a doctor who I've gone to several times, and again, I made an appointment. It was a couple weeks ago, and they told me, yeah, he's not going to be able to take care of you. I'm like, why? What's going on? He goes like, oh, he no longer takes Aetna. And
You should
according to
ask.
my son Michael Danny, he works in the medical field. He says that Aetna's supposed to be like one of the best ones.
It's supposed to be, but the problem is it's not a one size fits all
And
everywhere.
I'm not
So,
retired yet, and
yeah,
it's
and
just
a lot of
doctors that are leaving Aetna, and
and
I'm just wondering
that's
why.
that's just why I said that it's starting to affect you guys now. They might be subtle, but it's affecting you guys because
Mhm.
there's a lot of doctors and hospitals that are leaving the network because they don't want to deal with Aetna. There's just too
Like,
much
what is
red
it?
tape
Are
for them.
they not
They,
paying
they're not
on
they're not
time?
paying them. They causing so many service delays and disruptions that they're getting sick. Like they'll try to pay them a percentage of what they supposed to be paying, and that's not what traditional Medicare does. They pay them. They get their money right away. There's no middleman. And it's going to be like, well, you know what? You need a procedure done. All right, give us 90 days. We got to look into this to make sure that you really need this. Meanwhile, you suffering for 90 days. Traditional Medicare, it doesn't happen like that. So, if you guys are running into any kind of problems like you just said, Pete, that could be two affidavits to help our court case.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just fill it out. You know, say, listen, this is what happened with me. Aetna's leaving the network. Blah blah blah. Still, I could send you a copy of the
Yeah,
affidavit.
send it to me. I'll get it done. My wife and I will
Yeah,
fill that out.
all those affidavits help because we even had Aetna come to court and say, "Oh no, we're not having any problems." What? Are you
Mm.
kidding me? We was on the phone with people from Florida before we went down there, and the
Hmm.
guys like
Hmm.
the whole west coast of Florida, their doctors, their hospitals left the network. It's like
But
people are
that's because they
calling in.
switched into Medicare Advantage, no?
Yeah, but they've been on there. They've been on Medicare Advantage. They
Okay.
just that they left the network. So now you got the whole west coast of Florida calling one guy who's like the main guy, asking, yo, what can we do? The doctors, the hospitals are out of network.
So we got to
What
find
can
out what's going on with why are people leaving Aetna?
they just don't want to deal with it now. They really don't.
They probably see the issue coming with Aetna with the Advantage or whatever. Maybe
Mhm.
they see it ahead of time and they're like, "Be out of here before it gets worse."
Yeah. So this guys, you guys are open on the 29th. Come down to the meeting. You know, sit down, listen to what's going on. We have a presentation. We talk about what's happening. Then we do a Q&A. You know, it's light. There's a little bit of light. What you call that? Um, drinks and snacks and there. Light
Okay.
refreshments there. Light
No
refresh.
apple juice.
No apple juice. No
No
apple
apple-
juice.
Okay.
You can bring
And,
your own bag though.
I want to bring up real quick this also because well, it might be too late for some people, but the 19th I have a lobby day, transit workers. It's the 19th out of
Mhm.
Jackie Gleason Depot. They got about 73 people going with the two buses.
Just for
If anybody wants to go from any depot, if you could, right now the best thing to do is to call your union at the union hall 212-873-6000 212-873-6000 if you want to go to lobby day. You still got to guess one day and you could talk to them, and there might be a
yeah.
chance for you to go.
If you watch the shop game, Rob says he already has 73 people confirmed.
Ah,
So that's at least
nice.
one bus and a little bit of another bus. How many bus? How
Two
many people?
buses. It's
How
two
many?
buses.
No, I'm just saying how many people the bus.
73
So he has a full
right
bus
now.
load already.
Yeah.
He has two buses, but he has a full bus load right now. So
Yeah.
go. I wish I could go. If it wasn't on a Wednesday, I would have went.
Yeah.
I would have definitely went because it's Rob's first lobby day, so I would
First
love to
time.
see.
All these years you never been to lobby day.
I'm not first time under his leadership.
Oh, right, right, right. As a
So I
depot
would,
chairman.
as the depot chairman, I would love to see how he conducted because I want to be the one to tell him when he fucks up. No.
Oh, by the way, we're gonna have Rob Martinez here for his 100th day.
Ooh.
We're
Are we
gonna
gonna do a State of the Union address?
we're gonna we're going to see what changes have happened at Jackie Gleason Depot. We're gonna want some Jackie Gleason operators to chime in and see if he's doing good or if he sucks. And we're gonna listen from Rob himself. This is gonna be March. Oh man, not March, April something. When we do our show, he would have 99 days because the next day we don't do the show, but he
Yeah,
would have 99 days. So we'll keep you guys
posted.
posted with that. And Rob Blunt, I want to ask you something before we go. Now, so I was talking about that I'm going to supposedly retire another year, right?
Hmm.
And we've talked about that. I'm saying when we retire, this show's going to be different. It's going to be like no holds barred. We're going to whatever. So this is what I want to do for our viewers. Okay, being that you are the half that could
Hmm.
say what's on your mind, but
Hmm.
when I'm here, it kind of might affect me, you
Hmm.
know, because I'm for Two Transit Misfits. It might affect me. So what I want you to do is, if you can find somebody, a buddy of yours from back in the day, or someone that you know who retired, and in a couple of weeks, I want you to do a show. We'll work to get a show together, and I want you and this person to do the show, no holds barred. Like, say what's on your mind, let that person say what's on their mind, and just to give the people kind of a upfront preview of what our show will be
Mhm.
once I'm completely retired and we just go off. So I had that idea. See if you can make it happen if you can. As a matter of fact, maybe I'll be behind doing the
Production.
yeah, that kind of stuff while
Mhm.
you guys just go off. Like if you're gonna talk about a bus operator or something, or you could just say fuck this and fuck whatever. Just no holds barred. So what up, Rob? So in a couple of weeks, guys, we're working this out. Hopefully, if you choose to accept this mission, um, it'll be you and someone else to pretty much show how this show could actually be when we actually able to say whatever is really on our mind. Like tell us how you really feel without having to worry about repercussions from the MTA. So three transit misfits, the three amigos. Huh. Guys, if you watch the intro, let us know how you feel about Rob's intro. Was he good? Was he a good actor? What do you guys think? Let us know
I,
about that
I
intro.
I like it, and I'm very critical of acting.
And if you don't know,
I thought it was
when
really
this
good.
finishes, go back and watch it. By the way, I got to tell you, it was one take.
One take.
One
That's
take.
impressive.
The one take.
Impressive. In
It
my
was one
Vader
take.
voice.
I showed
Impressive.
him. I said you could ad lib if you want, but this is basically the idea. And he was like, I got it. I got it. And we say action, and he went right through one take. So shout out to Rob Martinez. Ding ding.
Shut him out. Mhm.
All right. So yeah. So ATU's going saying fire, and that's probably for when I'm talking about you and someone else. So yeah. So
Listen, we could have anonymous people now. We
huh?
could pre-record it because he said, "Oh, sorry, let me put it up there." We could pre-record it, and I could black out their face or pixelate their face and change the voice. So it's not a problem to do anonymous reports. It's just
Yeah.
that people got to be willing to do it.
Well, I
And
kind of wanted
yeah,
it like live. I wanted it to be live because I want to see how people take that in. How they tune in to something. People love drama. People love drama,
people love drama, so I
and,
know
and if we're able to bring drama with no repercussions, that's a good thing. That's a
Stacy
good
said
thing.
Rob been cool. So Rob, I'm very critical of acting skills, and I think you pretty much you did pretty good.
That was really good.
Yeah, you
It
did
was
really
really
good.
good from the whole phone call to everything.
Trust
It
me,
was.
Rob. If you was whack, I'd be like, don't do that no more. Stick
Well,
to
we would have to do it again. I would have. Nah, we gotta try again. We gotta try again. But
Mhm.
no, he was all in. He was all in.
Mhm.
Good job. Good job, Rob. Good job. Shout out to Rob Martinez. All right, folks. So that
So
brings us to the
100
end of our
days, yeah.
broadcast, pretty
We got
much.
100 days. We're gonna put Rob's feet to the fire.
In 100 days, I don't know if we're
You
gonna put his feet to the fire, but just we're
gonna
going
grill him?
to
You gonna
interview
grill him
him and
again?
see what's been done.
You gonna
But
have
Rob,
him in the
everything that's
corner?
been going on in the depot, you want to take pictures so we could post. Everything that's been going on with the ladies, and the one thing I got to tell you, our
Set
GS,
Rob up.
the two main guys, the boss and the other guy. I'm sorry, I'm never going to find out who it. The GS, the GSA, GSM, whatever his name is. These guys, man, they're the first time I see that they come out of their office and they are talking to everybody.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they come out to the crew room. They're like, "How are you? How you doing?" And I'm like, oh, it's shocking that they're actually what do you call it interacting with everybody. I see them downstairs at maintenance, and they're walking around, and you see them. They come up to you, shake your hand, say hello to you. How's everything? So that's good. So that's a good change that I see. It's a good change that I've seen. So yeah, so that's what we got for you guys today. Um, did we answer the question? Are bus operators? So what do we get? Are bus operators set up for failure from day one? So, in my opinion, we're not. We're not set up for failure from day one.
It seems like that.
It
When you
seems
do
that
hear
way.
that a lot from people that
Yeah.
transit hire you only just to turn around and try to fire you.
The whole
But
thing is that you just got to follow the rules.
yeah, it's as
Follow the
simple as that.
rules.
And
Don't.
stay off your fucking phone. Let me stop it right there.
That's right. Okay, so that's it. We good?
We good.
All right. So with that said, again,
Mhm.
thanks for everybody that joined. Please share this. I want to break that. I think we had like 4,000 on one of our recent shows. What does that say?
It says the boss is interacting with the members. Something smells fishy.
You would think that, right? But no, it's pretty cool to
John
see that though.
John sitting in the crew room side eyed and I'm like,
what,
what are you doing out here?
what do you need to know how I'm doing?
What are you doing? Why are you asking these questions? Why are you out
Well, you getting so close to me? You're trying to smell my breath or something.
here?
Well, thanks again. Again, thank you everybody that joined us. All the comments, always great. Much love. We love you all. Please share this. Help us grow. Remember, YouTube, Facebook, we're going to lose Facebook, all our live videos. So either watch whatever you can right now and go to YouTube. Join us there for our next show. And with that said, I am Brooklyn Pete.
And I'm your boy Blunt.
And that's the end of our show.
Fuck them if they can't take a joke.
Till next week, guys.
Later.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.